I think it's more. I don't want to say that, but I will say it. I think there's more stupid people in the world than there are smart, intelligent.
Yeah.
So the media is going to drive them to do whatever the media is intending them to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think is going on right now. We're saying, all right, we need to get off of this black empowerment movement, and we need to get back to COVID. So that way we can take our energy off of that and we can put it here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the whole country's going to do.
Right.
You know, and again, I don't know if it's actually true. The numbers are already lower as is, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's actually true that if there is a spike, you know, they can manipulate the numbers as much as they want. But it's a way for them to get that attention and move it, you know? So then now you got people out here scrambling like, oh, I got to stay in the house, I got to stay in the house. You know, now they're not in these streets protesting. We went to protest, 40,000 people out there.
Man.
Last time I checked, I had 4 chains on my neck. I ain't get no COVID.
Man, I ain't
you know
get no COVID.
So I don't know, man.
There, and I was out there. AutoZone burning down.
Yeah.
Target burning down. This place burning down. And it was just like, if I'm out there rubbing shoulder to shoulders with all these dudes during the protest, and I come back to the crib, I can't be asymptomatic. I can be. But if I'm coming back to the house and I'm still hanging out with everybody else that I'm hanging out with, we all can't be asymptomatic.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, ain't nobody said, hey, man, James, who was you hanging out with last weekend? Because I'm sick now.
Yep.
You know, so it's just like one of those things where I feel like more people are out here able to test and, you know, find these results because everybody, you know, we're open now, you know. Yep. Hey, man, by the way, I went down to this restaurant. They checked my temperature. Now they tested me. Now they got to report that, you know, somebody came in sick. Now our staff is sick. So that the more people are open to test. So I feel like, I think it's the same thing. I don't feel like nothing's changed.
Me either.
Then again, I'm a theorist and I'm a Libra too, so.
Well, you're right. And that's the thing though. Like some people listen to this and just because we're not 100% like lockstep with the exact narrative that's coming down from the top, from the media, people say, oh, like you're a conspiracy theorist, this and that. It could be like, yeah, we obviously coronavirus exists. People have died from it. But it's like people will think that there's something wrong with you if you don't just take exactly everything they say at face value, even though they've been changing their mind about everything this entire time. Mm-hmm. At first they said no mask. Then they said wear a mask. Nope. At first they said it wasn't going to be a pandemic. Like you actually go look back and see all the receipts. Doesn't matter what news outlet. Back in January, there was like, oh no, this isn't a pandemic. Don't worry about it. It doesn't transmit human to human. Don't wear a mask. And these are the same people who are giving us orders right now. So this is like if somebody told you, it's like somebody told you to drink poison and you drank it and then you got sick. And then that same person's going to give you another drink for the cure for that poison they just fucking gave you. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I supposed to trust? Like, why would you trust people who get it wrong every single time? And you could still believe that COVID exists, but maybe these are not the best fucking people to be like managing the situation and telling us what to do at the same time, right? So,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's like you said, maybe there's more stupid people than there are smart people, and those stupid people are keeping those people that you talk about in the same positions that they are, to where they have that voice to reach out to everybody and say, do this. Even though we told you to do this, now you need to do this because you did that. And what you do right here, we're going to give you something else down the road to take care of that. Like you said, what it kept changing, they said that it can survive on surfaces, and then it came out, nope, it can't survive on surfaces. And then 2 weeks later, they said, no, it can survive on surfaces. Come on, make
like
up your
also
mind,
they
man.
said
Like, what
you know, Corona, it kills off in the heat and it'll come back in the winter.
Degrees.
You know, it'll kill off in the heat. It'll kill off in the heat. Mm-hmm. Florida shut down, Arizona shut down, California shut down, Texas shut down. Last time I checked, them some hot ass states. Like I've been in Florida.
That's it.
And that's it. But the mother states, we all know. We all know. You know, it's just like one of those things. Like you don't know who to trust. I don't know who to trust.
But you know what? When you think about the World Health Organization, right? This is what they specialize in. Like this is they should have been excited when this stuff broke, right? As in like, okay, we've been researching. We already got this stuff down pat. Let's go. When you play basketball, you prepare for the team you playing against. When you play that team, you're ready to challenge that team because you're like, I've been watching film, I've been studying, I've been ready for this.
And they created it, so
son, like
COVID went zone in the middle of the game. They didn't know what to do. They thought they were playing man. They just went zone.
Bro, they changed their moves on us how many times, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild to me. And the thing is, we look to these people because they're supposed to be the smart people, the smart ones that's telling us what to expect. We can't even trust these people.
Can't trust them.
I don't know, man.
Let's like gradually, I tell you guys, my goal by the end of this, from the podcast to social media, is to get the entire population to have literally zero trust in the media, in the institution.
Oh, no,
actually 0.
We can't do all that.
But you see what he said earlier, though? He said, read a book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing, though. Like,
Education every time wins the race.
brothers reading books, people reading books in general, there's so much knowledge in books. I've read more. I'm sorry, you can plug your ears, Io. I read more books these last 6 months than I probably have in the last 10 years.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I'm just being honest.
The whole point is to grow.